What is going on? What is going on, y'all? Comment the word YouTube. How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling tonight? I hope you guys are feeling amazing. How y'all doing tonight? It's good to see everybody. Thank you for joining the live tonight. I am waiting on my guy Wanzo. What's good, swag? I'm waiting on my guy Wanzo to pull up. I got an announcement to make for y'all real quick. Ooh, 160 people already. All right, let's go. We're going to get to work. We're going to get to work. Listen, y'all know I'm only here to teach. I'm not going to waste none of y'all time tonight. We're going to get right into it. I'm waiting for my brother Wanzo to hop on the call tonight, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be talking about how to delete collections. I did it last week. We're going to do it again this week. Somebody just dropped in the chat, how can I fix my credit? That's a long question. I want you to go to Bella Sloan Enterprises on YouTube. I got a bunch of videos on there. We're going to help you out. Yes, that's an Uno shirt. I got this for my birthday last week. Everybody know I'm a Uno fanatic. Welcome, 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 guys. We are going to talk about how to delete collections from your credit report. If you comment the word YouTube right now, I will DM you the video on the first part video, part number 1 on how to delete collections. That's on my YouTube. I'm gonna DM you that immediately. So you comment the word YouTube, I will send it to you. Shout out to my Uno players. Yeah, y'all saw Uno was trying to tell us that you can't put a draw 2 on a draw 2. I was like, Uno, you bugging. You bugging. You trying to get in, Wanzo? Let me see. Can I send you a request? Go live with Wanzo. With me. You gotta send me a request. You request. There we go. You on it.
What's up, Hearn?
Well, I'm feeling good, bro. How you feeling?
I'm all right, man. I was over here trying to get in. I'm like, you don't want to be part of this tonight?
Nah, we need you. We need you to be part of it. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, bro. Listen. You see 230 people came on already, bro. They ready for you. So tonight, listen, if you guys do not know, we're going to get right into it. I got one announcement to make, and then we're going to get right into it. Tonight, Andre Wanzo, all right? I want you guys to click the button above because you're going to be like, how do I follow him? _Wanzo. I want you to follow him right now. The sauce he is giving inside of Bellastone Academy, right? The credit cards that he's given, right? The business credit sauce, that's just the little icing. Tonight he's a Herm. He's like, can I give them some collection plays? Because he's like, you left a little bit out. I was like, I left collection plays out. He's like, yo, Regine crushed it, but there's some new things that he wanted to go over. So that's what we're going to take out tonight. So announcement number 1, I want everybody to share this live out with your friends to 5 people. Don't be cheap because that's corny. Yes, I'm recording the live, so don't worry about it. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it back on Instagram tonight so you guys will get the information. And then we are going to give you guys a sauce. But Andre, real quick, I got an announcement to make, bro. You know what the announcement is, bro?
What's that?
The announcement is the Blueprint Summit is sold out.
Well, what do you think?
Yo, listen, I'm surprised every time. Somebody said I paid for the summit and I didn't get anything. Trust me, if you pay for it and you got the receipt, we got you. This week, so don't worry about it. So you be good. Don't worry about it. As long as you saw that the payment went through, don't worry about it. We got you. We're gonna send confirmation. But bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We got a bigger space. We charge more money this year, and the people still want the information. So Blueprint Summit is sold out. I was about to come on live and be like, yo, comment the word Blueprint, but it's sold out. It's done.
Hey,
it's done. And I warned everybody. I told everybody it's gonna sell out. There's nothing I can do. I warned everybody this. I got time. Because you know what they thought, bro? They thought I was doing that false marketing where I'm like, yo, we got 30 seats left, but really we ain't sell nothing. Right. And I meant it. I wasn't capping. It's sold out. Wanzo, we're going to get right to it because we never like to waste anybody's time. Everybody get their paper and pens. I want you to drop a 1 in the chat right now if you are ready for my brother Wanzo to talk about how to delete collections off my credit report. Drop a 1 right now. Let him know that you're ready. If you got collections, we're about to do part 2. Because if you're not ready, we can't start. There we go. Storm is ready. Storm Marshall is ready. Are you guys ready?
Way. That's the way
Polo is ready. Richness is ready. Infinity Love Agency is ready. Okay. They are ready, bro. You know Regine killed it last week, bro.
Hey,
So how will we deleting the collections off our credit report part 2? Talk to them, bro. If I interrupt, I apologize.
Nah,
Talk to me.
you all good. So, I mean, can I talk to the people I need to
Talk,
learn?
talk to the people, bro. They
Okay.
yours.
Or do we have limited time?
Bro, it's you. It's you. I'm on your time
Okay.
right now.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, I'm Andre Wanzo. We're gonna do it the Wanzo way, which you can see right here, right? That's the way we get it done. But collections themselves are killing people on their credit report, right?
Yep.
And a lot of times people go back and forth about credit, in regards to collection accounts.
Mm-hmm.
But no one should ever pay a collection account, ever, right? And the
Part 1.
reason why,
Part 1 is important, bro. Write that down. Never ever. There's not one circumstance they should pay a collection. Never.
let me give you one. Let me
Okay.
give you one, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Keep it real
First
with
of
them.
all, let me give you the whole scenario, right? First of all, it's 2 ways to look at collections. You need to understand what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when a collection account comes to your credit report, it has an original creditor that had the credit that actually had the account.
Right.
They legally owned the account at that time. Okay, that's what they did, right?
Right.
But once they wrote that off as bad debt, then they sold that account to a collection agency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once you sell that account to a collection agency, the original creditor doesn't own the debt anymore. They wrote it off.
You wrote it off.
Now, many of times when they're transferring these accounts in between the original creditor and a credit agent, a debt collector, they normally always send over an Excel spreadsheet with your name, your address, your date of birth, and your social security number.
Mm-hmm.
That's called verification. That's how they try to verify you. Like if you call the collection agency and they trying to talk about an account, the first thing they're going to ask you is what's your name, what's your address, what's your social security number, and what's your date of birth. Now they're going to say that you're verified. But if you never give them that information, you can never be verified.
Never be verified.
Okay? So with that said, once it gets over to collection agency, they don't own, you never had an actual legitimate contract with the debt collector.
The debt collector. Okay? So basically what you're saying is, say for instance, I went to T-Mobile. I had a contract with T-Mobile. I signed it. I got the free iPhone. I stopped paying my bill. They sent it. I got sent to collection because they sold the debt for pennies on the dollar, right?
4 cents on the dollar.
4 cents on the dollar, to be exact.
4 cents on the dollar.
That's wild. So if it was a $400 bill, they sold that debt for $4 to a collection agency?
Yes, that's exactly why credit agencies are willing to work with you. Because they're gonna win either way.
They're gonna win it. Even if you pay $10, they won technically because they bought it for $4.
Exactly.
Got you. So the moment they sold the debt, they're out of the picture. T-Mobile's out of the picture. They can't collect on the debt anymore.
They can't collect on the debt only under one circumstance. This is what people need to understand when it comes to collections, right?
I know we be leaving some things out.
So once that original creditor has separated stuff from that account and gave it to the debt collector, right? They're totally the original creditor doesn't own it anymore, except if they do what you call an assignment of debt. An assignment of debt is basically saying, hey, I had Herman to go after T-Mobile to go get my debt that they owe me. Now that original creditor still has legal bonding contract to that account. You see what I'm saying? They just hired you to go do it. Now the difference is that many companies are not going to do that because most of these collections be very small.
Right.
And that assignment of debt has to be provided to you. All you got to do is ask for it, right? If they can't provide it, then they don't have a legal right to come after you and get it.
Really?
Right. So it's different ways of attacking these these debt collectors. And that's why you have to understand. And in the beginning, this is what I wanted to say to the people, right? In order to defeat something, you have to know how it works.
Okay. I know you're about to dig deep.
In order to defeat something, you have to know how it works. The reason why I'm able to be successful in what I do, because I study and I understand how things work. If you take your car to a car shop, right? And the mechanic said, well, what's wrong with it? You say, well, it doesn't start. Well, the first thing the mechanic's going to do, in his mind, he's going to think, oh, it's the battery. It could be the fuel pump, right? It could be the starter, or you have a serious engine problem. But automatically, he already knows certain components to look at, because why? He knows how it works.
Got you.
So it's the same thing when it comes to anything else, even with credit, right? You have to know how it works. And that's how I'm able to explain to you the difference between assignment of debt and just somebody buying debt and coming after you for pennies on the dollar.
Got you.
Now, the way that you avoid paying to a collection agency is one. One is that you have to understand that debt collectors are responsible for putting you on notice 5 days once they receive your actual account. 5 days, they have to give a letter out to you, letting you know that they have your account as a debt.
So the day they bought it from T-Mobile, they have 5 days to send me a letter and say, hey, I bought your debt from T-Mobile. They got 5 days.
They got 5 days to put you on notice.
How they gonna prove that though? How would I know that? How can I do that?
And that's exactly my point, right? So most of the time, what happens is that these debt collectors, they're very cheap, because remember, they only pay pennies on the dollar.
Right.
They're very, very cheap. So they send out what's called snail mail. Snail mail is regular digital stamp or regular stamp they put on an envelope and send it to your home. Now, even if you got the mail, you didn't get the mail.
Wow.
Right? How many times have you gotten somebody else's mail in your mailbox?
Right. There's no way to prove it. They have no way to prove it.
They have no way to prove it.
And signature, no nothing.
Right, because if it's a real serious debt, they will send certified mail. But since they don't have they're not sending certified mail, they have no way to prove that you had notice of this debt. If you didn't have notice of the debt, then they have no legal right to put on your credit report because they didn't give you the opportunity to actually assess the debt.
Wow.
Or take care of the debt.
Got you. This is a missing piece, bro. This is a missing piece.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you had the opportunity to address it, maybe you would have took care of it before they put it in your credit report.
Right.
But they didn't give you that option.
They didn't give you the option.
So this is where a lot of people mess up at, right? They go, well, I'm just going to dispute this debt and say, this information is inaccurate.
Factual disputes, right? They use one of the other fighting ways, but you're like, nah, it's not that complicated.
That's bad.
Right.
Let me tell you why it's bad. Because if you say, hey, this information is inaccurate, you know what you just did? What? You just admitted that is your account.
So using factual disputes to fight collections is a no-no because you technically just admitted it. You was like, oh, that is my debt, but you spelled my name wrong, right?
Exactly. So what you say is that this is what I want people to understand. In order to defeat something, you have to know how it works, right? So what you tell them is that, hey, listen, write this down, like Herman said. Make sure you got your pen and pencils, right?
Because we teaching tonight.
This is what you write to a collection agency.
Okay.
This is what you write to the collection agency through the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which I'll talk about that as well. Okay. You write,
CFPB.
I'm unaware of this debt. I didn't have an opportunity to dispute this information. If in fact you believe you gave me proper notification, then please send me the certified receipt with my name on it, my signature.
Who are you sending this to?
This is going directly to the debt collector through the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau so they can watch what's going on.
Okay, so let's pause real quick. I hope y'all writing this down step by step. So I'm not writing the letter to Bella Sloan Collection, P.O. Box 9393. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm going through the CFPB.
Right.
So basically CCing the CFPB on the complaint so that I know I know that the collection agency.
No.
Go ahead. Run it back. You go
to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They have two options there. When you go in to dispute something on your credit report, you can actually dispute straight to the credit bureaus, or you can dispute directly to the debt collector.
Gotcha.
So that's why you have to know how to attack and what you're attacking. You go straight to the debt collector because they're responsible for making sure that information is getting to you, right? A lot of times they're not sending out that information as certified mail, so they have no way to prove it. And if they have no way to prove that they gave you the option to address the debt prior to them putting on your credit report, they just violated your federal rights.
Got you, because there's laws that they need to
Federal Credit Act, right?
Got you.
So if you say, okay, well, that's why I said, well, give me the certified receipt that shows that I was aware of this debt, they're not going to have it.
They're not going to have
because
it.
they didn't send certified mail.
Right.
Right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have it, guess what? They have to take it off your credit report because they violate you because they put it on your credit report without you having the opportunity to dispute it.
Got you. All right. Now I see a couple of you. This I repeat one more time. He's gonna repeat it one more time. I will save this live. You don't need to screen record. I will post it on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm a collab with Wanzo, so you're gonna see it on his page. So let's take a time out. Please click this button right here. I want you guys to follow Wanzo. Follow my guy Andre Wanzo, the Wanzo Way, giving you guys gems on how to delete collections and get some funding. We'll probably give you guys 1 or 2 funding plays before we end. And yes, we're going to talk about how we're going to give away 1 free credit repair. Since the Blueprint Summit is sold out, we're going to give away something real quick. So, bro, they're going to go to the CFPB and tell that the 1, 2, 3 census. And this is super important because we make it seem like it's so complicated to write these letters to the collection agency, the bureaus, the BBB, Better Business Bureau. It's not that complicated. Keep it as super simple as possible. So real quick, bro, everybody got their notes. Real quick, what do they need to write again?
You're right. I am unaware of this debt. Okay? I did not have the opportunity to dispute this debt. Right? I did not receive proper notification. If in fact you believe I received proper notification, please provide the certified mail with a receipt with my signature on there stating that I received it.
And you're going to send this to the debt collector via the Federal Consumer CFPB.
CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So make sure when you go out there to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that you don't click on the credit bureaus to dispute through. You find the actual debt collector in the CFPB, right? You click on debt collector, right? Now, here's the trickery. When you go in there and look for the debt collector, they use abbreviated words and stuff like that, so you won't really be able to find them. But look on your credit report, and that information, they have to put it on your credit report with the address. So go to Google, Google that name and the address, and make sure it all match up. And then you got the right company going to the right information is going to the right company.
That's a gem. We got to pause. We got to rewind that because that was a good one. So say, for instance, Bellasone Collection Agency, right? So BSC, right? On the debt collection letter, it'll say Bellasone Collection Agency. But when you are going through the CFPB, you have to pick the debt collector in the drop-down box. So if you go into the drop-down box, you might not see Bellasone Collection because I'm smart. I'm not going to list it as that. I'll probably put it up as BSC. So you're saying that might be it, BSC. Let me Google it to make sure, to match them up, to make sure it fits, because I'm going to be fighting the correct collection agency, so they won't be send me back some BS validation.
Yeah, what they're going to say is that we're not aware of this account because you sent it to the wrong company, and that'd be true.
I love it. I am Robin Nicole. She's like, I did this, said what he said, and it was deleted within 7 days. Y'all know my vibe. Success has receipts. Robin heard this play. She knew what was going on.
Remember, I sent you a screenshot of that. Thank you, by the way, Robin. I sent you a screenshot of that, about that. You know, that she actually used this method. It's just amazing, Herman, because we giving out these gems, and I don't know why they ain't using them.
Listen, I already told anybody who's in the mentorship, you could comment the word mentee to become a mentee of mine. It's only $50, and we post these results in the Facebook group. Bro, all you do is post receipts in the mentorship. That's all you do. Screenshots of $25,000 in funding, collections coming off every single day. That's why you side text me like, Herm, let me give him this game. Let me hop on the live and give him this game.
You know why? Because if we can help them eliminate the stuff off their credit report, then they can come on and get this funding that's out there waiting for them, right?
Right.
So you got to make yourself sexy to the banks, right? You got to look like your credit worthiness, right? So you have to get your credit report in shape in order to do this. So that's why it's important to understand how things work. I can't elaborate on them more, right? Take out the time to understand the process and how it works, because I can really break this down in very, very detail in regards to Oscar machines and Metro 2, things of that nature. Metro 2 is used where companies use that information to send it to the actual credit bureaus. That's Metro 2.
Got you.
The old Oscar machine is what e-Oscar machine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, e-Oscar.
E-Oscar machine is what they use to read letters when you send them templates into the credit agencies, and all they do is reply back that is verified. Now, one way of getting around when people are sending templates to the credit bureaus, right? Because a lot of them is flagged because they the same letters.
Right.
You have to put the wrong words in there.
Ooh, what you mean?
So don't write a complete sentence, right? And if you do misspell something or miss a word, right? Now it's not the same template because the optical machine is not reading the same thing. So now it has to go to someone else to actually read it sometimes. And a lot of times those people are lazy and they don't want to go through all that. They're just going to delete the account.
This is listen, this is important what you just said, because template letters, they were the wave. But the moment we got on this Instagram and we started giving out the game, they changed the rules on us. They moved the goalposts. So the template letters, I have another way to help with the template letters. So you're saying switch the words around, spell something wrong. Hey, I'm trying to yada yada, but spell a couple words wrong. Because the eOscar system, because they scanning your letters when they send them in, guys. It's not humans opening up every letter.
Exactly.
They scanning it. The moment the system sees, oh, Bellastone Enterprises sold 30 of these letters. These are, and they keep a track of them. Yo, these letters aren't in anymore. So they just delete it.
You always have to make modifications because they know the standard letters that's being sent in. They always know that, right? And so let me say this too, Herman, so people can know how to actually attack.
Pause, real quick. Don't forget your thought. So my guy Ty in the Hellcat, he said something crazy. He's like, "Oh, gee, you hurting my pockets by giving them all this game." Ty, can I tell you something real quick, Ty? I think we did this is our third collection video. The first one is 80,000 views on YouTube. The second one we just did 2 weeks ago is 10,000 views. There's 300 people on this page. I promise you, bro. 14 people are gonna do what Wanzo is saying. 14 people. Yeah, there's not a lot of executors in the world. Everyone is saying screen record this. Everybody's gonna tell me put it on YouTube. Everybody's gonna tell me save this live. And 6 months from now, the same collection is gonna be there.
And everybody's gonna be like, "I want business funding. I want business funding."
And then guess what they're gonna do, Ty? Because Ty clearly helps with credit. Ty, they're gonna come right to you because they see you in the comments. Because Ty dropping gems in the comments, they're just gonna give up. They're like, you know what, Ty, just do it for me. That's why we give out this game for free, because I know 10% of the people are actually gonna do it. Not everybody's gonna do it. I had to say that to my guy Ty. So my bad, Wanzo. I know I cut you off. Hope you remember where you was at.
No, sure. I do. So this is what I want people to understand. I try to help them and guide them in the right direction. Remember what I said. In order to defeat something, you have to know how it works. So check this out. One way to actually get a company to remove something off your credit report is to see what they already been sued about. So what you do is you go to the CFPB, has a database of who they already sued. Those companies that's on your credit report, go to the CFPB database and look and see what people have complained about and what they were already sued about and what they wrote in there. Now,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
You think they're gonna want to go there? They don't want to mess with the CFPB because they know they're gonna come after them.
They know they're gonna come after them.
And so I promise you, Herm, they're gonna delete it, right?
Especially if they're being sued for the same thing that they've already been sued before.
You just mentioned it. You ain't got to sue them.
Wow.
Where do you think I figured out? I'm like, well, let me look at some of the things that these people have been under the gun for, right?
Right.
And one of the main things I noticed is that, and this was real simple, right? I don't do all those letters or nothing, Herman. And I get rid of a lot of stuff. I promise you. Because you know I'm all about strategy, period, right? So I said, well, let me look out here and see what was one of the biggest lawsuits or one of the biggest problems that they had in regards to dealing with people in credit. And one of the things that pop up, they wasn't sending out proper notification.
That's the main one. They're not doing that. They're not sending out that 5-day letter. They're not.
It's just not the 5-day letter. It's the fact that they're not. They have to ensure that you are aware. And the only way to do that is certified mail. This can work for so many accounts, just to let y'all know. So many accounts, all right?
Oh, so you're not even talking about just collections. This could work on charge-offs if we do it right.
They have to make you aware of that you owe the debt you owe the debt before they put it on your credit report. Now,
wait a minute, bro.
Check this out, because I want them to remember this too. Now, if something comes off your credit report and they put it back on, it's called reinsertion. That's illegal.
That's illegal. Say it again. If you deleted something successfully and they put it back on your credit report, it's illegal. Talk to them, bro. Talk to them.
So understand there's a difference between delete and block, though. See, when people use like some people used to use identity theft, right? They need to know that when you use identity theft, that's blocking the account till the investigation is over. That's why it pops back on your credit report.
Stop, bro. You going too fast. Wait, bro. Share this live out. He's telling you why it pops back up. All right, bro. Rewind. Why does it pop up again?
It pops back up because those accounts are only blocked. They're not deleted. Okay? So when people say, hey, you took something off my credit report, it popped back up, that's because it was never deleted. It was only blocked. It was blocked for temporary time only for them to do the investigation.
I'm going to make myself a drink. That's crazy. That's why I be popping back up.
That's why it's popping back up.
Okay.
Now, if you properly delete it, they can never put it back on there because that's reinsertion.
This is all about strategy. Everybody's using the wrong strategy for certain deletions. That's why it's not working, or that's why it's coming back.
And you have to learn how to attack. You have to, the attack method is you have to learn what you're attacking, right? So if it comes back, all you got to do is say, hey, that's reinserted. Take it off. And if anybody had an account that was deleted off of a, say like TransUnion, right?
Right.
And Equifax and Experian wouldn't delete it, all you got to do is say, hey, it's deleted off TransUnion. Because they have to follow the same thing. The original creditor, if the original creditor didn't respond and it was deleted, they have to delete it off the other two.
Now, y'all hear this. This is the important part. This is a strategy that we use at Bellastone Enterprises. It's really important. Say, for instance, it got deleted from one. You're going to take that deletion, the screenshot, the letter that Experian sent you where it's like it was deleted. You're going to make a copy of it, circle it, and send it to the other bureaus when they're like, oh, it's been verified. What are you talking about? The original creditor said it's cool to delete it, and Experian did it, and you have to be 100% verifiable and 100% accurate, so you have to match the other people. So you could use that. So if it's coming off one, that's the layup. That's another strategy to get it off the other two.
You know why, right?
Why?
Because somebody lying, Herman.
Somebody lying.
Somebody lying.
Somebody lying.
Either it's valid or it's not valid, but somebody lying.
Right.
Okay? So let me put this out there too. When you're tagging these accounts, understand the difference between verification, right, and method of validation.
Okay. What is the difference between verification? Because this is what letters y'all be getting. What is the difference between verification and method of validation? Write this down. This is super important. Talk to the people, bro.
Verification is some of the information I gave you previously. That's just saying your name, your social security number, your date of birth, your address. Okay? Now, that's just verify who you are. Anybody can have that information. Okay? It doesn't say that you actually own the debt. So, if someone says you own this debt, you say, hey, give me the method of validation. The method of validation means that give me the process that you actually use, the steps that you use to validate this debt and saying that is mine. I need all correspondence of who you talk to, their phone number, their emails, their address, everything, right? Who's going to have that?
No one.
And they have 15 days to respond. It's not 30.
Not 30. Give them the sauce, bro. I see you giving it away. Give them the sauce. There's 300 of y'all on here. Share this live out with your friends and family who got charge-offs, collections, because we came here to talk about collections, but now he's going into repo and charge-offs. He's really giving y'all the game on other stuff right now.
I'm trying to tell y'all how to get this right, because then y'all can come get some of this Wanzo Way funding.
Funding, right. For real, because that's the real bag. We trying to help y'all get funding. I already told y'all, anybody that's my mentee, I dropped my mentorship to $50 a month as subscription. We meet 5 times a month live, and we have all the old videos of trainings like this for you to study, right? If you still have bad credit by June, I told you this summer, no one should have bad credit. It's up. It's about getting personal funding, $100,000, business funding, $250,000. If you come into the mentorship where Wanzo is one of the gurus in there in the comments, if you go to his page and check out his stories, all he does is drop receipts. All he does is text me, Herm, I got a new bank. Bro, by the way, bro, you the king of finding these banks, bro. I'm gonna give you a shout out in front of everybody. He will find a bank that gives $30,000 no docs. And he would just drop it in the chat. Everybody like, what bank is that? Where do they pull from? And he'll drop like 4 receipts in a row. Yeah, 25 here, 30 here, 40 here. And I'm like, bro.
80,000 this week, huh?
80,000 this week.
And that was in 3 days.
That's wild, bro. So do me a favor, click that arrow button and follow him, because they're gonna DM me and bother me. What's his Instagram again? What happened? DM him right now. Follow him right now. He'll send you a link to do a free consultation to help put you guys in position for funding or getting these collections off. But bro, you tipped into getting the charge-offs and repos off because of how they're validating this debt. Because you're right, bro. They don't have the correct information. They don't. But you said something crucial. Just because they have your name, number, and birthday, they can get that off the internet. That don't matter. That's not validation.
Nah, that's not validation at all. And let me say this to the people too. So if you got any medical accounts on your credit report right now, that's less than $500, they don't supposed to report that anymore. So you don't have to even you just dispute it, period. And they got to take it off.
Y'all heard that?
If it's under $500, they're not allowed to actually report that. But even if you do have medical collections on there, right? All you do is tell them, you could go to the CFPB again and tell them that, you're violating my HIPAA rights.
My privacy.
Right, because you did not give them the consent to actually share that information with anybody. So they're in violation. So any medical collections that you have, that's exactly what you want to do. Or you just do what I said. You never received a letter, although you did.
So yeah, you just gave two strategies. Number one, I never received that 5-day letter where you're supposed to tell me, right? Or you're violating my HIPAA rights. And last week we taught you guys about how to see if the debt collector even has permission to collect debt in your own state.
Right.
So that strategy, that's on the YouTube page, Bella Sloan Enterprises on YouTube. Go check it out. That we're giving different strategies, because I like to tell people, if one don't work, try another strategy. You know what cracks me up? Everybody's gonna execute on this and they're gonna DM you, bro, in like 3-4 days. I got this, it didn't come off. We gave y'all a bunch of different strategies. He gave y'all 2 strategies on this call. Last week we gave y'all 4 strategies. So you have 6 strategies to get collections and charge-offs on. Yo, listen, y'all gotta tap in and y'all gotta do the work, bro. Y'all gotta do the work.
I got something else for you guys.
You got something else. Let's go.
So you know how a company keep aging accounts? What they do is it's the last date of activity. That's what it is. Look on your credit report. It says last date of activity, right? They keep on updating that date to keep that account relevant on your credit report. Okay? Now,
Hold on a second. That's a gem. I don't want that. If you look on your credit report, it states last date of activity. And if they keep updating it every month, they could keep playing with you, because after like 7 years it has to drop off. But if they keep playing with that, right? If they keep playing with that date, they could hold you into perpetuity.
Exactly. So the thing of it is that, right? The last date of activity is the last day that you actually made a payment on that account. So they're lying anyway.
Write it down. Where's my notes? I don't even have a note. The last date of activity is the last date you made a payment on the account.
Right. Because if I didn't make a payment on the account, it's not active. So it's when the last day I made a payment is the date that's supposed to be on that credit report. Because that's when the clock starts ticking for the 7 years.
If it
never stops, then it's going to continue to go on and on and on.
And that's fraud. They lying right there. So I got them.
I know a lot of this stuff, Herman, off the top of my head, bro.
This is stuff off the top of your head. This
is easy. That's why I got it. That's why my credit score is crazy. My family credit score is crazy. My business credit score is crazy. I know how this stuff works, man. You got to know how it works in order to defeat it, Herm. I just need them to really get that, right?
Got you.
So that last date of activity, look at your reports, and if they see them updating it, that's a violation.
And
run that through the CFPB as
that's what I was about to tell you. That's my next question. You're gonna write up this. Hey, CFPB, they have been updating my now they've been updating my last payment history.
And you send that through the credit bureaus, not to a debt collector.
You send that to the credit bureaus directly, not to the debt collector.
Exactly, because they're the ones that's updated. They're the ones that's taking in the information. Because people, you got to understand how credit works. Right. You got a furnisher, right? a data furnisher. A data furnisher is the company that's sending the information to the credit bureaus, right? But the credit bureaus is the one displaying it to the world. So you got to hold some responsibility.
Right.
Right?
You got to hold some responsibility. 100%.
So if they don't get it right, they're responsible for that error, and they have to fix it.
They have to fix it. Bro, can we pivot? I know you didn't come on the call to give this many gems, bro. Can you give them 1 or 2 gems on funding? Not too much, because the people who bought their Blueprint Summit ticket, I know you're going to be in a network event. You'll talk to those people. Can you give them 1 or 2 gems? And y'all have to follow him. Listen, I'm going to say this real quick. This is why you need to click this link and follow him, the 300 people that are on this call. There's certain banks where if your business is not in that state, you can't get funding, even if you have a foreign entity. Wanzo found a way around some of those banks. That's why you need to follow him so you can go get funding from him. That's all I'm going to say. But, bro, can you give us a couple of, if you can bless us, 1. Just give us 1, bro. Give us 1. 1. You got to give the people something.
I thought this was all about the collection tonight, man.
No, and then we went into Repos. You got to give them 1. I'm going to squeeze something out of you. Give them 1 gem.
Just let me tell them one more thing.
Go ahead.
Right? Before I do it then.
All right.
So, a lot of people suffer from bankruptcy too. All right? This is the way to remove bankruptcy, right? You go to LexisNexis and you block their report, right?
Number 1, LexisNexis, block your report.
Right? You block the report. Understand that credit bureaus on their credit report, on your credit report, it says if you got a bankruptcy that this actually came from the courts. Courts do not correspond with credit agencies. They don't send them information.
They don't.
Okay? They get that information from a database called PACERS, which is a public access court electronic record system. Okay? That's what that is, right? So in order to get bankruptcy off your credit report, you block LexisNexis, send the court where your bankruptcy happened at. I mean, that scheduled bankruptcy, right? Ask them if they actually share information with the credit bureaus. They're going to send you a letter and say no. When they see that letter say no, you take that same letter and you send it to the credit agency and say, this is incorrect information.
How are you reporting this bankruptcy? Because the person, the court that you said reported it to you, here's proof that they don't report it to you.
They don't.
Listen, Todd just put it in the chat. He's like, I just got a bankruptcy off yesterday. Go look at his story right now. Sometimes sometimes you got to get these fact checkers in the chat. Go to Todd's story right now. So, number 1, because I saw a couple of bankruptcy questions. Number 1, you're going to go to LexisNexis and you're going to block LexisNexis from reporting your information. Now, bro, they're going to see a confirmation on the internet. Are they waiting for a letter in the mail? How do they know?
They're going to get the confirmation back. Right? But keep in mind, this is how wicked this is, though, right?
Wicked.
They only keep it blocked for 12 months, and then you got to block it again.
Then you got to block it again. See, nobody's talking about that. It's not blocked indefinitely.
No.
So every 12 months, you gotta redo it.
And
now when you get that block confirmation, you're going. Somebody said PACERS is the feds. Then you're gonna go to the bankruptcy court and you're gonna write them a letter. Be like, hey. Do you guys, simple letter, guys, do you guys report my bankruptcy to any outside agency? They're going to write you back and say no. You're going to take that letter and you're going to send it to each of the credit bureaus where your bankruptcy is reporting, because that's a violation. And they're reporting it. That means they lied.
Okay, let me give you this real quick, right? It might not be such a gem, but I want the people to go out and try to research some things for themselves.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Understand this. We're talking about banks. You have community banks, you have regional banks, you have national banks.
National banks, 3 tiers of lending.
Now, what I want you to do is understand that national banks have higher guidelines, right? They have higher requirements.
Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, higher guidelines. Go ahead.
Regional banks, somewhat, but not as high, right? Community banks.
Oh, it's up. It's up.
The community banks, what I want you guys to know is that community banks, the decision makers are right there in the bank.
bank right there.
They can make the decision right then and there. So understand the banks that's in your community. Go visit them and understand the products that they serving, and see if you qualify. And a lot of their guidelines are less intensive.
Listen, can I keep it a being with you, bro? I'll even, and it's important what you just said. It might not sound like a gem, but it is a gem. What he's telling you is super important when it comes to funding. He told you the national banks, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, their guidelines are strict. Regional banks like Truist, KeyBank, PNC, they're in pockets of the country, but not everywhere. They're strict, but not as strict. Community banks, which are like your credit unions in your zip code, in your city. If you walk in there, can I speak to the relationship manager? Can I take you out to lunch? Hey, I set up LLCs for people. I do this, I do that. I would like to send you business. This is how I get my lending relationships. Can I send you business? They love you because I'm teaching people, open up a business checking, open up a business savings, make a deposit. Banks love when I send people to them to get them deposits. They love me for that. They're like, yo, Herm, thank you for teaching them. Because they use those deposits to what? Lend out money. So they're telling me, all right, Herm, send me 680, no more than 3 collection. They're giving me the sauce on how to ensure that you get funded. So you guys do that yourself. Walk into these community banks and ask questions. Start a relationship. Yes, Todd, think outside the box.
Exactly.
They're going to give you the game.
Because banks need you just as much as you need them.
100%.
What they going to do with the money? They got to give it to somebody.
They got to give it to somebody.
So you might as well put yourself in position to get it.
Right. You got to. That's a great funding gem, bro. A lot of people don't realize that you could just walk into the bank. There's so many small community banks that people from all over the states, bro, be calling me. They're like, yo, have you heard about Indiana State University Bank? I'm like, no, I never heard of that. You got to be in Indiana to get it? Nope. I'm like, what? They be like, yeah, anybody can get it. But because I'm not in Indiana, I never heard of it. Right? So,
right.
Like, bro, I had a consultation call a couple of, bro, it's like 6 months ago. I forgot the guy's name. He's like, yeah, there's probably a bank you never heard of, Herman. I was like, what bank? United States Senate Federal Credit Union.
Yeah.
I just gave y'all a gem. United States Federal Credit Union. Go look it up. They do personal and business funding. The senators have their own credit union that everyone has access to. And they give it out a bag. Listen, man. I want you guys to please click on the arrow below, and I need you guys to follow Wanzo because I know y'all gonna bother me tonight. I know y'all gonna bother me tomorrow. And click on that. I want you guys to follow him. Go ahead, bro. What you saying?
And if you want to do a one-on-one call with me, you can, go to max-score.com. That's max-score.com, and you can book a one-on-one call with me. And we can go through, talk about the personal credit, business funding for sure, because that's what I really concentrate on. And even some real estate plays that I'm doing as well. And if in fact you need a shelf corp, I have in-state shelf corps that doesn't require you to have an, what is it called?
Foreign entity.
Foreign entity.
Oh, you're going to have to
right?
About that. You dropped that in the mentorship group. I forgot to pull up on you about that. So, bro, talk to the people about the shelf corps and why you use this strategy.
Well, the shelf corps itself is a way to expedite the process to get funding, right? Because most financial institutions require you to have 2 years of history registered with the state. So to eliminate that, we just get a shelf corp that's within your state, so you don't have to use the foreign entity, because that's another step that you have to do in order to get funding in another state, right?
Right.
So when I was talking about the community banks, so say if you buy a shelf corp this week, right? By next week, if you got all your paperwork, which I get you your shelf corps within 5 days, by the way, as well.
Oh, you're not.
It's not 3 weeks and all that type of stuff. No, I get you all your paperwork. You got everything ready to rock and roll. You can walk in there and get you a bank account and all that stuff, right? So once you're able to do that and your credit is right, then you're able to get funding.
Okay, so hold on. So you're doing a one-stop shop. Can I say something real quick, bro, before I talk about? You see these 2 black men on this screen right here? He's teaching the credit repair game. Y'all know Bellastone does credit repair. He's teaching the funding game. Y'all know we do the funding game. Y'all see us both on the slide giving y'all game. You see there's no competition but collaboration. Y'all see that? You see that's what we doing in 2024? All right, I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Yes. So, bro, you got shelf corps that you can give to people within 5 days?
Yes.
To expedite the funding process if their credit is on point?
Yes.
How many states do you serve, bro? How many states can you get shelf corps from?
I think I got about 26.
26. You got half the country?
I think I got about 26. It's all in the group. I posted that in the group,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I got about 26.
Yes, you posted it. Listen, the Facebook group be popping, the gems be popping in the Facebook group. Comment the word mentee below. You'll get the link to join the Facebook group. Wanzo's in the comments all day, every day. You drop a receipt. If there's 7 days in a week, he drops a receipt at least 5 days a week, giving gems away. We meet 5 times live on a Zoom call, and we record all our private calls just for the Facebook group. And we do pop-ups, free pop-ups for our mentees. So it's the best $50 you're gonna spend. Somebody asked, do you have Michigan, bro? Shooting a shot. You have Michigan?
I believe
Off the top of your
so.
There you go. So listen,
so.
this is what I want to say about shelf corps too. Everybody, don't go run and get a shelf corp if your credit is terrible.
Right.
The good credit combined with a shelf corp, now you're getting high level funding. Now you're going 50, 60, $100,000 in funding. That's when we're playing a different game. That's when we're playing a different game. Bro, we appreciate you hopping on this live. I'm at 8%. And my phone not charging because I was at the pool with these kids. But I appreciate you coming on this live and giving us these gems, bro. Yes, I'm posting this on Instagram. Yes, I'm posting this on YouTube. I need you to follow my guy Wanzo right now. Get in his DMs. He loves to teach. He has consultation calls for you to do a one-on-one with him, and we want to put everyone in position for the win. I am sorry. I cannot add any more seats. The Blueprint Summit, 500 seats, is sold out. But Wanzo, I'm going to see you there. You coming Friday night for the networking event?
I'm going to be on deck. For sure.
You're gonna be on deck because they gonna. I can already see the crowd that's gonna be around you. I can already see the crowd that's gonna be around you getting these gems. I see everybody showing us love in the chat. We appreciate you guys so much. Because listen, Wanzo wants to put you guys in position for the win. Because how are we gonna get you 100,000 in funding if you got this dumb collection on? So we teach you how to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So go get rid of it. So in the month of April and May, you book a consultation with Wanzo, and he's giving you these secret banks that don't even talk about online. We don't even post some of this stuff online. That's just for the group, and that's just for the one-on-one consultation. Right. But we appreciate you. Wanzo, thank you so much.
I appreciate you, Herm. Number love, you already know.
I already know, bro. I'm going to see you in like 3 weeks, man. I look forward to talking to you soon, bro.
Peace.